Commerce and Accountancy optional in UPSC is one of the top scoring optional. As per the latest UPSC annual report, it is also providing more than 12% success rate, which is way higher than many other optionals. We are providing many free initiatives on commerce optional for the beginners. You can join our Telegram channel and you should follow our YouTube beginner series by the toppers and the teachers. You can also schedule one-to-one mentoring call with me to plan your strategy for the commerce optional. Our courses on the commerce include classroom course, enriched study material, detailed solution of the previous year questions, and the daily answer writing mock test and practice. We are also adding the value through value additions. So, welcome Shiwani. Shiwani, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. So my name is Shiwani Gupta and I'm from Kalka, which is a small city in Panchkula district of Haryana. And I have done my schooling from Panchkula itself. After that, I have done my graduation from Punjab University, Chandigarh in BCom field. And since then, I have been preparing for civil services. And talking about my areas of interest, I like to practice mandala art and also doing trash formation in my free time. And this is my first interview for the UPSC Civil Services.
Okay, so you have chosen the commerce and accountancy as an optional.
Yes, sir.
How the knowledge of commerce and accountancy can help you in the administrative work?
Yes, sir. Definitely, there are many ways in which I can apply my commerce knowledge in administration. Like, firstly, the knowledge will help me in tax administration. With respect to tax administration, I think I will work upon the taxation reforms. And sir, secondly, in commerce and accountancy, there is a field of human resource management. So I think employing that, I can better manage public and as well as the staff which are working with me. So I think in this way it can help me.
Okay, so can you please explain in detail how can the knowledge of human resource management help you? As you are saying that you will be able to manage the resources better. So how exactly?
Yes. Sir, in human resource management, there is a technique of selection process in which the selection is through various rigorous process. So I think with respect to the appointment of people or the candidates, I think I'll apply those techniques to recruit the staff. And with respect to training, there are various on the job and off the job training. So I think in order to keep up the spirit of the bureaucrats or the co-civil servants, I think I will apply them.
Okay, understood. So recently there have been many issues regarding the poor corporate governance. So are you aware about some of the corporate governance failures in India?
Yes, sir. Sir, the biggest example I can recall now is with respect to the uh, 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 Vijay Mallya, the who has been declared as the fugitive economic offender. So I think that is the major corporate governance failure. Second is the stock market failure with respect to the Harshad Mehta scam. That is another example of corporate governance failure.
Okay. And are you aware about the concept of Ponzi schemes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you please explain how do the Ponzi schemes defraud the investors?
Sir, Ponzi schemes are a contributory schemes in which the members of the scheme contributes to a common pool of fund, and the various chits are drawn in which the members take out their share. So in this way, the investors are defrauded because later on their funds are not returned when their turn is comes.
Okay, who regulates the collective investment schemes in India?
Sorry, sir.
So as we are discussing about the Ponzi schemes, there
Yes,
is
sir.
a interrelated word, collective investment schemes. So who regulates the collective investment schemes in India?
Sorry, sir. I'm not aware of that.
Okay, and who regulates the NBFCs in India?
Sir, there is not a single body that regulates NBFCs. Some NBFCs are regulated by RBI. Some are regulated by SEBI, and likewise, there are different agencies which regulate NBFCs.
Okay. Uh, as you were discussing about the human resource management, in the there are various motivational theories which we use to motivate the manpower. Which theory is your favorite theory?
Sir, as of now, in order whenever the motivation term comes to my mind, I immediately recognizes the Maslow's need hierarchy theory in order to motivate the employees or anybody else.
Okay. Can you please compare the Maslow's theory of motivation with the Victor and Room's theory?
Sir, currently I'm not able to recall the Victor Room's theory, so I'm not able to
Okay.
better compare.
Okay. Okay. What is your leadership style?
Sir, if given the opportunity to lead, then my leadership style would be the democratic one, in which everyone would be given the opportunity to say their word.
Okay. Regarding the current prime minister, there are various views that he is a autocratic leader. What is your take on that?
Sir, I think it is a saying that whenever you are on the path of the progress or development, you will definitely face various criticism. So I think it is one of that only, and I don't think there is any kind of autocratism that is being followed in India or that is being uh, uh, in India. So I don't think there is any autocracy in India.
No,
Democracy
no,
is still alive.
I'm not saying that India is autocratic, but the leadership style of Prime Minister of India.
No, sir. Sir, there are various initiatives by the government which points out towards the fact that still the leadership style is democratic and participative. For example, there is a MyGov app in which the initiatives or the suggestions of the common people are invited to improve the public policies. Also, the very famous Man Ki Baat initiative of the government is the prime example that still the participative or democratic style of leadership is being followed in India.
Okay, is a Prime Minister a transformational leader or a charismatic leader?
So definitely, as per my opinion, our honorable Prime Minister is a transformational leader and not just a charismatic leader. Because in charismatic, only the followers are impressed by the charisma of the leader. But in transformational style, it goes one step ahead of the charismatic leader because it encourages the followers to think beyond the ideas or the beyond the rules or the suggestions of the leader. So I think it is the transformational kind of leadership.
Okay, so you mean he's a charismatic as well as transformation leader?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, in the human resource management, there are various off and on the job training techniques. What is there are various methods of evaluation of training also. So there are various theories. One of the theories, Kirkpatrick's theory. So can you please explain the Kirkpatrick's theory?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall that right now.
Okay. In the financial management, we have two objectives. One is the profit maximization, second is the wealth maximization. Wealth maximization is better than profit maximization. Still, it has many lacunas, it has many limitations. Can you please point out few limitations of wealth maximization objective?
Sir, I need to brush up my knowledge more about this topic.
Okay. So basically, let me answer you. Wealth maximization is primarily focused on the maximization of wealth of the shareholders. However, it may ignore the interest of the other stakeholders like consumers. So there may be instances of consumer malpractices, or there may be adverse impact on the environment, natural environment, or society. Okay, so social aspects, environmental aspects, these aspects may be ignored if we are just following the wealth maximization of the shareholders. Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. So in the financial management, it is normally a practice that we should, the companies, while they are raising the sources of finance, they should raise some debt, some loan, right? Because it will give them financial leverage. It will help them get the tax deduction, and that will help increase the value of the company, right? But still, if we see practically, those companies who are debt free, they are having more value in the market. So why is this contradiction? And which theory explains this contradiction? Did you get my question clearly?
Sir, can you repeat once again?
Okay. So normally the company which is taking adequate amount of loan, neither very less nor very uh, high amount of loan, is considered good in terms of value because it will get financial leverage, it will get tax deduction, which will convert into more value for the company, right? So maximum value is when we have a suitable level of loan, right? Debt capital. This is the theory that we study normally. However, practically we see the companies are now trying to become debt free, loan free in India. And those companies who are loan free, who are debt free, they are having more value. In fact, they are preferred by the investors. So why is this contradiction? Which theory explains this contradiction?
Sir, the theory I'm not able to recall, but this contradiction might be due to the fact that the company has retained earnings with them. So that's why those companies are doing good in terms of becoming the debt free. And the investors are investing more in those companies which are debt free because there is a kind of financial security among them. So I think that's the reason. Why the debt free companies, why the companies are becoming debt free.
Right, right. So your logic is correct. The theories are pecking order theory and
Yes, sir.
signaling theory.
Signaling.
Pecking order theory says that a company uses the retained earnings first, then they go for the rest of the sources. And signaling theory says that if the investors are getting a signal that company has been repaying the loan, so they get more confident because they get an idea that company is having stability. Okay, so two theories you can keep in mind. Okay,
Yes.
what is the growth inflation trade-off?
Sir, growth inflation trade-off is a trade-off in which there is a dilemma between the economists and experts that if the country or any company progresses towards the growth, then there is a certainty that inflation would definitely be increased. Whereas if they concentrate upon the inflation, targeting inflation, then economic growth might have to be compromised. So this is the trade-off between the two.
And how to deal with this?
Sir, I think to deal with this, there needs to be maintain balance. There needs to be maintain a sustainable balance between the two, that is the growth and inflation. In this way, in this manner, we can control inflation by deploying the various qualitative tools instead of the quantitative ones, because the quantitative ones will definitely have more impact with respect to the economic growth. Like if the repo rate or the marginal repo rate or long term repo rate, anything would be increased, then definitely that would have a impact on upon the growth. But if we go for the qualitative options like uh, credit rationing and limiting the borrowing limit, so I think that would better help in growth management.
Okay. What is the current monetary policy stance of government of the monetary policy committee?
Sir, the recently I was reading that they have maintained a neutral stand with respect to the monetary policy.
Okay, is it neutral or is it withdrawal of accommodation?
Sir, I think it is neutral, but I'm not sure.
Okay. What is the difference between the accommodative policy and neutral policy, monetary policy?
Sir, accommodative policy, monetary policy is the one in which the RBI or the government maintains the stance that they will be reducing the repo rates or the uh, rates in the future. Whereas in the neutral stand, there is no apprehension whether they will increase or decrease the rates in the future.
Okay. So for your updation, the current policy monetary policy stance is withdrawal of accommodation. It is a hawkish on hold. Okay. So since February 2023, they have been maintaining the very high rate of interest. Till February 2023, they were increasing the rate of interest. So that was hawkish stand, aggressive increase in the interest rate. And now they are on hold after this. So this is withdrawal of accommodation. Okay. This is the current stand. It is not neutral.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Recently, the Bajus was in news, right? Uh, there are various investigations going against the Bajus. What are the various provisions under the Companies Act regarding the investigations by the ministry or by the SFIO?
I need to brush up my knowledge upon the topic.
Okay, so please revise the various sections like section 208, 210, 212 of the Companies Act. Okay,
Yes.
fine. So looking at your DAF, I can see that you have been topper in the International Commerce Olympiad.
Yes, sir.
So coming to the India's international business, what are the top five agricultural commodities which we are importing?
Which we are importing.
Yes.
Sir, the top agricultural commodities which we are importing, first one is with respect to the marine products. And sir,
Mm-hmm.
second is the palm oil which we are importing from the South Asian countries. And sir, third, uh, sir, this
Okay, no
is
issues. Uh, got it, no problem. Uh, regarding the okay, other commodities are like pulses and all. Okay, so top three are marine, pulses, and oilseeds. Okay, now regarding the foreign trade policy, in foreign trade policy 2023, there was a provision of tax remission. So, what is the difference between tax exemption and tax remission?
sir, in tax exemption, the commodity is all the way exempted or free from the taxes. That is, no taxes applied upon that. Whereas, sir, in tax remission, once the tax is charged, it is remitted. That is, it is like the input tax credit we give, na? So it is like that. We give back the taxes.
Okay. So recently there was a news about road tap scheme. Are you aware about the road tap scheme? This is related to
Sir,
the tax remission only.
sir, is it remission of duties and taxes upon the exported products?
Yes, 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 yes. So which taxes are covered here? Because already we are providing various incentive to the exporters. So which specific taxes are covered under the road tap?
Sir, I'm not sure about this.
Okay. So basically those taxes which on which earlier we were not providing the tax remission, like local taxes. Now those taxes are also being covered here. Okay.
Yes.
Now, uh, how do we what is the formula for calculating the current MSP in India?
Sir, the current MSP is calculated by the formula of A2. That is the taking into account all the cost of production involved in this plus FL, that is imputed cost of the family labor.
Okay. And what is the demand of the farmers? What exactly they are looking for in this case?
Sir, right now the farmers are demanding the legalization of MSP, that is a guaranteed MSP for all the 22 crops.
Okay. Any change in the formula that they are expecting?
Yes, sir, they are expecting, I think, the imputed cost of the own capital and own labor that should also be included in the MSP.
And what is the technical name given to this?
Um,
This is known as
sir, I'm
C2.
not able.
C2.
Yes, sir,
C2.
C2. Yes, sir, C2.
Comprehensive
Yeah,
cost. Yeah.
comprehensive.
So what is your suggestion? Should we accept the demand of C2 or should we continue with the A2 plus FL?
Yes, sir. Going by the MS Swaminathan suggestion, I think the C2, that is the conversion cost, shall be included to so that the farmers can get the right share of their minimum support price.
So are you saying that the government should change from A2 plus FL to C2?
Yes, sir. That should be included.
So are you saying that government is not accepting the demand, so it is unfair on the part of government regarding farmers' demands?
No, sir, it is not about unfair on part of the government. The government
What is your
has
opinion?
also
What is your opinion? Hmm.
sir, my opinion is that it should be included, but not for all the farmers. That is, it should not be the universal coverage, but to a certain limit. That is, government gives the PM Kisan Yojana to certain section of the farmers. That is small and marginal farmers. Sir, I think the middle way can be this C2 cost can be given to certain small and marginal farmers instead of covering all the farmers. That is, instead of universal coverage, it shall be given to a few section.
Okay. So in India, we have one gift city, right? Who, who is the regulator of gift city?
Sir, I'm not sure, but I think the gift city is regulated by an independent authority, that is the International Financial Service Center Authority.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. So how is the regulation of IFSC different from the regulation of other bodies like RBI, SEBI? We already have other regulators. Why we need one more regulator?
Sir, because gift city, there is a difference between the gift city and the other regions that the other regulators control. Because gift city is like uh, foreign territory on the Indian land. It is considered for the taxation and for the economic purpose just. So I think that's why we need a different regulator or independent body that could deal with this.
Okay. How's the, how the digital rupee will be beneficial for Indian economy?
Digital rupee. Yes, sir. Sir, it
Yes.
has benefits on various fronts. Like, firstly, it will help in promoting the government's main agenda of digital Indian mission. Sir, secondly, the various costs that the RBI has to incur with respect to minting of currency, that could be brought down. And sir, thirdly, the all the issues with respect to the physical cash management, that could be brought down. And sir, from the societal perspective, it will help in promoting the digital inclusion as well as the financial inclusion.
Okay. Can you please compare the organizational structure of government organizations and the private organizations?
Organization structure.
Hmm.
So, government organization works on the basis of hierarchy. That is, there is some kind of accountability. That is, it is governed by a legal authority where the accountability is legal. But with respect to the private organization, I think there is no legal authority.
I didn't get your point. Can you please explain further? The private one.
Sir, I think in private one, there is no legal backing with respect to the appointment or removal of the directors or employees.
There are various provisions. Suppose it is a company, private company. So Companies Act is there, which regulates all these things. Otherwise, from the point of view of the organization structure, I'm asking, not from the legal perspective.
Sir, with respect to the structure, the government organization nowadays is following a decentralization approach, where the powers are given to the lower strata so that the government could focus upon the core functions. Whereas in private organization, as we can see that there is kind of centralization of power because all the major decisions and everything would be taken at the top level only. So I think that is the difference between the organization structure of the two.
Okay. So you belong to Punjab, right?
Haryana.
Haryana, sorry. Yes, it's Haryana.
Yes.
So in your neighboring state in Punjab, there is a problem of drug addiction, right? Suppose you are posted in the state of Punjab as a police officer. What steps you will take to control the drug problems in your area?
Sir, the first step I will take is with respect to the cause. That is, what is the reason of the drug issue? Uh, that is, I will ensure the checkposts are being implemented at the border of the region so that the movement of the drug trafficking could be reduced. Sir, secondly, in order to lower the cases, there is a need for the attitudinal and behavioral change. So, I will organize the campaigns, mass campaignings, and partner with the media organizations and organize community events so that the issue can be tackled at the societal level. And sir,
Okay.
third, there would be the dedicated police team, or I would say that would give surprise visits and checks in the areas which are known for the drug smuggling. So I think these are the steps I will
Okay.
take.
Okay. In your opinion, public organizations are more efficient or private organizations?
Sir, in my opinion, I think private organizations are more efficient as compared to the public.
And why so? Why is that?
Sir, because the first thing is the funding or the resources, which the government is mostly lacking because they have to deploy them with respect to the social expenditure. which the private organization has no obligation, so they could freely utilize their resources with respect to giving services and anything. And sir, second major reason is that research and development, that is technological innovation, which is lacking in the government organization. But private organization does not hesitate when it comes to the research and development. They spend a good amount of money with respect to R&D. And sir, third is the technology. As we can see that public organization are still technologically outdated, though the government is trying, but I think the private sector is more uh, technologically advanced, and that's why the government is more pushing the private sector investment in various
So
sectors.
why would you like to join such an organization which is inefficient? Why are you preparing for the government organization then?
Sir, not all the government organizations are inefficient. And sir, secondly, there are certain sectors that cannot be privatized or given all in the hands of the private sector. Out of which one is the bureaucracy. Because if given in the hands of the private sector, the ultimate social factor, the social motive would be diminished. So
Okay, okay,
that's it.
got it. Are you aware about the concept of de minimis subsidy?
No, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay. What is the current disinvestment policy of the government of India?
Sir, currently the government is promoting the strategic disinvestment. So this is the policy of the government. Instead of privatization, they are going for the strategic disinvestment.
Okay. In the last year, that is the ongoing current year, financial year, this is financial year 2023-24, the government is not able to meet its disinvestment targets. What is the reason for that?
Sir, first reason is that there are no buyers which are available for the sale of the PSUs. So, it has taken so long for the Air Asia to go into the hands of the private sector. First is this, and sir, second is that due to the COVID, uh, all the targets have fallen back. So I think second is the reason due to the COVID-19. And sir, third is that there is a kind of resistance and protest among the masses, general masses, with respect to the disinvestment. So I think that has created another barrier with respect to. That's why the government has missed the deadline.
General masses, can you give an example
Sir,
of resistance?
yeah, sir, with respect to the bank privatization or disinvestment. So that was privatization. Sorry,
Mhm.
sir, with respect to disinvestment. Um, Sir, I think with respect to Air Asia also there were many protests among the masses with respect to especially the
Masses,
employers.
among the masses or among the employees only?
Yes, sir, among the employees.
Okay, what were the reasons of failure of Air India?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall the exact reasons why it failed.
Okay, how's the India's different from IFRS?
Sorry, sir, I need to brush up my knowledge upon this.
Okay, recently in the budget, some income tax changes were brought regarding the MSME. Are you aware about that?
Regarding MSME, sorry, sir.
Okay, how's the 360-degree feedback different from 720-degree feedback?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall the 720-degree feedback.
Okay, 720-degree feedback is very simple. When we conduct the 360-degree feedback twice a year.
Okay.
So this is known as 720-degree. Okay.
Yes.
What is the name of the sovereign wealth fund of India?
Sir, is it the exchange traded fund, Bharat ETF?
Sovereign wealth fund, not that is a ETF. That ETF is not sovereign wealth fund. This is NIIF, National
NI.
Infrastructure and Investment Fund. Recently, one more domestic financial institution was created. I think 2 years back, regarding the infrastructure sector. Can you please name that domestic financial institution?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall.
Okay, okay. This is NAFBID.
Yes, sir. National Financial.
Mm, yeah, Bank for Infrastructure Development. Can you please explain the concept of green deposits?
Sir, green deposits are the deposits which are spent upon the uh, uh, green initiatives. The proceeds
Okay,
of which would be spent upon the green initiative.
okay. Can you please explain the top three sources of revenue for the state of Haryana?
Yes, sir. Sir, the first major source of income of Haryana government is with respect to the taxation, the non-tax revenues, out of which the borrowing definitely forms the larger part of the government revenue. And sir, second are the proceeds from the non-tax revenue, sorry, non-capital, uh, uh, the proceeds from the capital revenue, capital receipts, out of which the disinvestment is another major source which the government is getting. And sir, third one is the local taxes and the municipal taxes, municipal fees that is being levied, that is being collected.
And what are the top three economic problems of state of Haryana?
Sir, the first major problem is the lopsided development, that is uneven development of the region, where we see on one side the regions like Panchkula, Gurugram, Faridabad are very developed as compared to the regions like Nuh, Palwal. So this lopsided development is the major issue. And sir, second major economic issue is with respect to the wage gap between the male and female employees. And sir, the third reason is definitely with respect to the unemployment rate is quite high in the state.
Okay, how much is the female labor force participation rate in India?
Sir, recently it has been increased from 32.8% to 37%.
And what are the reasons for that?
So there could be multiple reasons with respect to that. Like first of all, there are many various government schemes that have boosted the female labor force participation rate, be it the Mudra scheme or the Stand Up India scheme or the Startup India scheme. So that has employed women in the economic field. So second is with respect to increased safety and security of the women at the workplace due to the effective implementation of the Sexual Harassment at the Workplace Act 2013. And sir, third is the social and the attitudinal and behavioral change among the masses through various government initiatives like selfie with daughter, beti bachao, beti padhao. So
So
that has yielded
these
very.
are all okay. These are all structural reasons. There are some other non-structural recent reasons due to which there is a jump in the female labor force participation.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
aware about that?
There. Sir, one reason that I could think of is the due to the out migration of the male members from rural to urban areas. there can be significant growth can be seen with respect to the female workers, especially in the agriculture sector.
Right. And there is one more reason due to COVID, when the income of the family members went down, more
Yes.
female from the urban areas, they started working, they started looking for the jobs. So their labor force participation rate has increased.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there is some development regarding the Competition Act recently. Are you aware about that?
Competition Act.
Competition Act, yeah.
Sorry, sir. It is related to Competition Commission of India. Is it related to that?
Yes, yes.
Sorry, sir. I'm not able to recall the exact changes or amendments with respect to that.
Okay. Recently, there was a news that India will soon become the upper middle income country. What is the meaning of upper middle income?
Sir, the exact meaning, I'm not able to sure why it is called the upper middle, but it is there is certain criteria that I think that has been given why there has been shift from lower middle to upper middle.
Okay. How many indicators are there in the multidimensional poverty index through which we calculate the multidimensional poverty in India, national MPI?
Sir, there are major three indicators, that is with respect to health, education, and the life expectancy.
Three dimensions. How many indicators?
Three dimensions consisting of, I think, with respect to nation, it is 22 indicators, but I'm not sure.
12, not 22.
12 indicators.
Yeah, 10 indicators of global MPI plus two more indicators in India. One is maternal health, second is bank accounts.
Bank
Maternal health in
accounts.
the health category, yeah, and bank account in the standard of living category.
I don't know.
Okay. Uh, are you aware about the concept of investment rate in the economy?
Yes, sir.
How do we calculate the investment rate?
Sir, it is a combination of the that includes private uh, investment. The exact formula I don't know.
Okay, under which method of calculation of GDP we use the investment as a component?
Sir, under the income method we use.
Income method or expenditure method? This is expenditure method, where we use private final consumption expenditure, government final consumption expenditure, then investment and net exports.
Exports.
Okay. And investment rate is basically calculated as a percentage of GDP. Okay. So gross domestic capital formation, gross domestic capital formation as a percentage of GDP. Okay. Okay, Shivani. I
Yes.
think we are done. यस शिवानी तो कैसा था आपका एक्सपीरियंस?
Sir, I think I need economic brush up a lot more. That I know already, sir, because this portion I have to prepare.
राइट हाँ बिल्कुल देखिए इकोनॉमी में आपको काम करना है और जो क्वेश्चंस मैंने पूछे हैं थोड़ा उस पर भी आप आंसर जो है देखिएगा और आपके जो ओपिनियन बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस थे उस पर मैं थोड़ा फीडबैक दे देता हूँ। तो जैसे आपके जो लीडरशिप स्टाइल वाला क्वेश्चन था प्राइम मिनिस्टर का वो ठीक था कि उनकी जो आपने लेकिन एम्फोसाइज किया कि ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल है, आपको बोलना चाहिए कि पॉलिटिकली वो कैरिज्मेटिक है और एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिवली वो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल है। पॉलिटिकली क्योंकि वो दे ही इज हैविंग द मास अपील, तो कैरिज्मेटिक अपील है उनकी, और एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिवली ही इज एबल टू नेविगेट थ्रू मैनी सेक्टर्स, ही इज basically working in all the sectors of economy, all sections of society. So definitely he is doing good job in terms as a transformational leader. He is changing the things. Okay. Second, आपका जो मोटिवेशन थ्योरी था, मोटिवेशन थ्योरी में आपने अब्राहम मैस्लो की थ्योरी बताई, एक बार थोड़ा मोटिवेशन थ्योरीज को रिवाइज कर लीजिएगा और लीडरशिप थ्योरीज को रिवाइज कर लीजिएगा, ठीक है। एंड
Yes, sir.
ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में जो आपसे क्वेश्चन था मेरा, गवर्नमेंट और
Yes.
प्राइवेट का, तो देखिए ये चीज हम यूनिवर्सलाइज नहीं कर सकते कि गवर्नमेंट में हायरार्की ही होती है और प्राइवेट में दूसरा स्ट्रक्चर होता है। तो गवर्नमेंट के अंदर भी कुछ एरियाज में जो कि सिक्योरिटी के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है, जैसे कि पुलिस हो गया, आर्मी हो गई, वहां पर आपका स्ट्रिक्ट हायरार्की है। और
Okay.
अगर आप इन जनरल गवर्नेंस में देखेंगे तो आपका काफी डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड है ना, और फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी भी है ना। उसी तरह से प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में देखिए स्ट्रक्चर के बारे में आप ये बताएंगे कि देखिए वैसे इन जनरल गवर्नमेंट स्ट्रक्चर जो है वो ज्यादा रूल्स ओरिएंटेड होते हैं, क्योंकि वहां पर जो स्केल होता है वो मास लेवल होता है,
Yes, sir.
सिटीजन्स होते हैं, मल्टीपल टाइप्स ऑफ सिटीजन्स होते हैं, और वहां पर जो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स होते हैं दे आर मल्टीपल ऑब्जेक्टिव, ठीक है, एज कम्पेयर टू द प्राइवेट सेक्टर वेयर द मेजर ऑब्जेक्टिव इज द प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजेशन। तो गवर्नमेंट में रूल्स बेस्ड स्ट्रक्चर ज्यादा होते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ द नीड ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। ओके। प्राइवेट में भी जो बड़ी कंपनियां होती हैं जैसे टीसीएस है या आपके रिलायंस है, जो भी ट्रेडिशनल बिजनेस में है और बड़े कंपनी है, वो भी ब्यूरोक्रेटिक मॉडल फॉलो करते हैं। वहां पर भी आपका स्ट्रिक्ट रूल बेस्ड वर्किंग होती है ना। तो रूल बेस्ड वर्किंग कोई गलत चीज नहीं है, इट इज गुड एक्चुअली। जो बड़े ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होते हैं वहां पर जरूरी है ये चीजें, ठीक है। इसके अलावा जब क्वेश्चन आपके ऊपर था कि विच ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज मोर एफिशिएंट, पब्लिक और प्राइवेट, तो वहां पर आपकी जो ओपिनियन थी वो वन साइडेड ओपिनियन थी। आपके जो लॉजिक थे वो भी काफी मतलब मैं कहूंगा कि दे वर नॉट गुड लॉजिक्स, है ना। तो देखिए
Yes.
एफिशिएंसी के मामले में आप दोनों को ही अच्छा बताइए। गवर्नमेंट भी हमारी एफिशिएंट है ना। आपने बताया कि गवर्नमेंट के पास फंडिंग कमी होती है, एक्चुअली गवर्नमेंट के पास फंडिंग की शॉर्टेज तो है, डेफिसिट तो है, बट इट इज नॉट लाइक गवर्नमेंट डू नॉट हैव द सफिशिएंट फंड। मतलब गवर्नमेंट के पास डेफिनेटली डेफिसिट है, क्योंकि नेचर ऑफ द पर्पस ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इज नॉट टू अर्न द प्रॉफिट। उनका जो
Yes.
पर्पस है वो है हमें उतना ही रेवेन्यू कलेक्ट करना है जितना रेवेन्यू हमें चाहिए, है ना, और कुछ बोरोइंग करेंगे एंड ऑल। लेकिन गवर्नमेंट का जो एफिशिएंसी है वो तो हम, जैसे आपने बात की रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट में, तो मैंने क्रॉस क्वेश्चन नहीं की, लेकिन आर&डी में देखिए तो इसरो है, डीआरडीओ है। तो जितने भी मेजर डेवलपमेंट्स आए हैं एग्रीकल्चर में, आपका एग्रीकल्चर में काफी सारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं। आज भी समय में देखोगे तो जो फिनटेक है वो एनपीसीआई वो लेके आया है सारे इनोवेशंस। तो एक्चुअली
Yes.
गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आर इक्वली कॉम्पिटेंट, दे आर इक्वली efficient in terms of technology also. They are the early adopters of technology, हैं जो टेक्नोलॉजी है। हाँ, ये कह सकते हो कि कुछ प्राइवेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं वो फास्टली अडॉप्ट कर लेते हैं बिकॉज दे हैव इजी कैपिटल अवेलेबल समटाइम, और मे बी दे आर मोर फ्लेक्सिबल इन डिसीजन मेकिंग बिकॉज देयर आर नॉट मच स्टेक होल्डर्स इन्वॉल्व। यहाँ पर हल्का फुल्का स्लो हो सकता है समटाइम, बट गवर्नमेंट इज इक्वली टेक्नोलॉजिकल ओरिएंटेड। आप फाइन 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 फाइन, ठीक है ठीक है। ओके शिवानी, ऑल द बेस्ट। ओवरऑल आपका टेम्परामेंट सब ठीक है, परफॉर्मेंस आपकी मतलब ओवरऑल जो है आपका वे ऑफ रिस्पॉन्डिंग ठीक है, आपका टेम्परामेंट ठीक है, कॉन्फिडेंस ठीक है, सब परफेक्ट है। और फैक्चुअल नॉलेज तो देखो कभी एंड होगा नहीं डेफिनेटली, उसके बारे में चिंता नहीं करनी है। जो एरियाज मैंने बताए उनको आप टचअप कीजिए, उनको थोड़ा सा 2 दिन लगा करके उनको अच्छे से पढ़ लीजिए, एक कॉन्फिडेंस आपको आ जाएगा, है ना।
Scoring high in the commerce optional requires three things. Number one, latest material. Number two, previous year question coverage. And number three, right practice of the answer writing. Our classroom course of commerce has all these three things. Hello, my name is C. Rahul Kumar. Come and join us.